you need to teach your kids about money. And the Smart Saver Bank now has clear sections for saving and spending. Learn more at daveramsey.com.
Setting the pace on the pursuit of happiness. This is the Ken Coleman Show, where you discover what you were born to do and how to make it happen. Now, helping you get unstuck and on the path to your dream job, Ken Coleman.
I'm coming to you live from Ramsey Studios in Nashville, and you are joining a conversation about who you are, what you were created to do, where you want to do it, and how you can get there. It's all about you, because you were created to fill a unique role in your work, created to contribute. And we exist to help you get clear on what that is, come up with a plan on how to get there, and we will equip you, encourage you along the way. 844-747-2577 is the number. Let's go to Harland, who's on the line in Atlanta, Georgia. Harland, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hey, how you doing?
I am living the dream, sir. How are you?
Great. Real quick, I'm a college football coach at a Division I FBS institution, and I am in my sweet spot doing what I love to do. No questions about that. The question is, I've got an opportunity to coach at a different institution of a higher level, and I wanted to kind of find out from you what your thoughts were on possibly taking that job. Now, the job, I make good money. I make about $100,000. The job would be about $25,000 to $30,000 pay cut. My wife and I are in baby step 2, and she also wants to have a baby shortly. So I kind of just want to give you a little bit of background there.
Okay. Well, the question is you said a higher level institution, so it's a better program.
It's a better program.
Yeah. And correct. I'm guessing you would not just be taking a step back financially, but also in the actual coaching position.
Exactly. Yeah, going from on the field to off the field.
Oh, off the field. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so this is really simple, actually. Is the off the field position something that puts you further down the path, or is it just get you in the door with the opportunity to move from off field back to on field?
There's lots of different potentials. There's lots of different scenarios that could play out. I've kind of done this before. I've taken the step back, gone to a bigger university. It has slingshot me forward to kind of where I am now.
Yeah.
And now it kind of just comes up again, and it could there's potential for it to slingshot me further, or there's potential for me to just, be kind of begging for the same job that I have now.
Really?
Correct.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is, do you believe in yourself that if you go get that position at this new institution and you're off the field, you said there's multiple possibilities. So what are those multiple possibilities?
There's just possibilities that the person that I'm working for, people that I'm working around, take another job and potentially take me with them. But there's zero guarantees.
Well, of course.
Promises.
Yeah, but there's zero guarantees that the current position you're in doesn't go away if the guy leaves and doesn't take you, or he gets fired. In fact, I'm actually walking through this right now with a friend of mine who is a associate head basketball coach on Division I level.
Oh,
and he's got change going on. And you would have thought he was going to go with the guy that left to take something else, and it's not working out that way. So I just want to I want to push you a little bit to say that you've done this before and it's worked. And I think if you do it again, it will probably work again, because each time that you've done this, you've provided so much value that you're either going to get promoted within this new job. So you go from off field to maybe on field to a coordinator position or whatever. And I'm dealing with ambiguity. You know this. I don't know all the details, but I know how it works. Or, you're with a great coach who moves on and takes you with them, whether it's the NFL or another big time D1 school. So I guess it comes down to, I think the reason you're calling me is because you're a little bit scared because your wife wants to have a baby and you guys are knocking debt off and you feel momentum there. And all of a sudden, what would I think normally be a no-brainer, this is my gut, tell me if I'm right or wrong, what would normally be a no-brainer to take a couple steps backward in order to be able to slingshot forward again is making you hesitate because of we're trying to pay off debt and baby might be a possibility. I think that's the whole thing right there.
I think you hit it head on the nail or nail on the head. But I think the other piece of that is I am in my sweet spot totally. I've got my room. It's my guys. I've got an older group coming back, and I love what I'm doing. Where I'm living is awesome. Everything is great about where I'm at right now.
Oh, okay. Well, see, now that's something I didn't know. So let me tell you, I don't know why you'd want to go backwards unless the draw for this particular coach, you think that it's just going to move faster than where you are right now. I would just look at both jobs and go, no, wait a second. I'm in a position. Can you at least tell me what you do, or is that you can't? You a coordinator?
No, I'm an assistant coach.
You're an assistant coach, a position coach?
Position coach, yes, sir.
Great. Well, position coaches become coordinators, yes or no?
Yes.
That's the path. What's the path for you? What do you really want to do? Let's take away all limitations and just let's name it. What's the ultimate play for you as a college coach?
For me, by the age of 45, 47, I'd like to be a head football coach.
Okay.
Or I'd like to be a position coach in the NFL.
Okay. I don't think that you taking the off-field position is going to make you move faster down the line than staying where you are at an FBS school.
Right.
As a position coach.
That's some of the advice that I've gotten from guys that I know.
They even know the industry better than I do, but I know enough about sports to know this. You're going to get your shot at being a head coach, most likely by moving from position coach to coordinator and then coordinator to head coach. That's usually how it works. Now, we've seen in the NFL, we've seen some position coaches make the leap, right? They've kind of jumped over, and we see that in the college level. But to me, it's about the proximity principle and really killing it where you are and continuing to make connections in your industry so that you make the move that way. And I just don't think you're at a place where you need to go backwards financially and positionally. And you going out of the position coach room into a desk job, I think could kill you.
Right.
I think
that's where I was confused about the proximity principle. I didn't know, you know what I mean? Am I in the proximity principle, or do I need to go, I guess that's kind of what I was struggling with.
No, I think it's a legit question. I think, Coach, you're asking the right questions. Here's what I'm saying. I would rather you be a position coach for a major D1 football coach than being in the office complex and trying to get that other big shot coach's attention. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. No, dude, let me tell you something. I don't know what college football's like. I know that college basketball, I got a lot of friends that coach college basketball, and I've spoken at the Final Four and been there. And the Final Four is the big convention for college basketball coaches. So every coach goes to that thing. That's where guys are getting jobs. They're having burgers, coffee, lunch. They're sitting in workshops next to guys and connecting and being intentional and say, hey, man, I'd eventually like to be a head coach. And that's how you practice. You're already in the industry. So I don't know what the equivalent of the Final Four is for college football coaches, but I know there's got to be a trade show or some convention or something. You're using that. You're working camps as much. You don't have a lot of downtime. I know that. But you're working phone calls and talking to guys and, just growing with people. Hey, what podcast you listen to? Add value to other coaches on other staffs, this kind of thing. And that's how you work it. But no, I would not take the step backward right now. Absolutely not. I think you kill it as a position coach. That's the number one thing you can do. And financially, it's going to be good for you. And you're in good shape. Yeah, you're in good shape, Harlan. I would not take that other job. I'd stay right where you are. Don't move. More Ken Coleman Show coming up right around the corner. I get a lot of calls from people who want to pursue their dreams, but they're not sure how to start. Hey, folks, I'm Ken Coleman, and a major career change is obviously a lot easier when you're working a day job and saving up money to cash flow the dream. Now, if you don't have the money to quit your day job, don't. keep working and start stacking money away in an online emergency savings account like the one from my friends at Fairwinds Credit Union. I'm a huge fan of Fairwinds online banking because they allow you to bank anytime, anywhere, and you don't have to live in a state with a branch to be an online member. With Fairwinds mobile apps, you can transfer money or make a deposit using your smartphone or tablet. Plus, credit unions like Fairwinds are an excellent place to keep your money. Fairwinds is a members-only, member-owned, and not-for-profit financial institution. That means your voice matters. So, fund your future and move your money over to fairwinds.org/Ken today. That's fairwinds.org/Ken.
Fairwinds is federally insured by the NCUA.
People all over the country are discovering a faith-based and budget-friendly way of meeting healthcare costs through Christian Healthcare Ministries. Christian Healthcare Ministries, or CHM, is a nonprofit organization that helps members carry one another's burdens with healthcare expenses, and they have successfully shared each other's medical bills for nearly 40 years. See if CHM is right for you by visiting chministries.org. CHM is a proud sponsor of Dave Ramsey Live Events.
You may feel like there's not a lot you can control these days, but I'm here to tell you, you can control your budget and you can control what you feed your family. My longtime friends at eMeals are here to help. They have simplified meal plans and created new recipe collections such as easy pantry meals and freezer meals utilizing basic ingredients. It has never been easier to shop smarter and stay on a budget. Try it free for 2 full weeks at emeals.com.
Hey guys, Rachel Cruz here. Confession. Budgeting hasn't always come naturally for me. I'm more of a free spirit, and on top of that, I love to spend money. But I want to tell you about the tool that has changed my life when it comes to budgeting. Over 6 million people are already on EveryDollar and using it every day to take control of their money. It's amazing, and take it from me, it's exactly what you need to make budgeting easy. Budgeting with EveryDollar shows me where all my money is going and allows me to free up space so I can spend it on what I value. It's customizable to you to fit your budget. I love that I can take EveryDollar everywhere I go. You can budget from your computer, iPhone, or Android with EveryDollar. Within the first month, EveryDollar budgeters found that they could cut their monthly expenses by 9%. No matter who you are, I know that EveryDollar will help you take control of your money. Remember, a budget doesn't limit your freedom. A budget gives you freedom.
Hey guys, Dave Ramsey here. I know this year has been crazy and a lot of you are super stressed about money. But what if I told you there was a way you never have to worry about money again? Well, there is. When you have the right plan, the right tools, and the right teaching, you can be confident you're always doing the right thing with your money. Ramsey Plus gives you all of that. It's our brand new all-access membership to help you get out of debt, save for emergencies, and give with outrageous generosity. Here's how it works. You'll learn the proven plan with our best-selling content, including Financial Peace University. You'll budget with the EveryDollar app, and finally, take control of your money. You'll track your progress with the new Baby Steps app, so you know you're hitting your goals. Decide right now to never worry about money again. For a free trial of Ramsey Plus today.
Freeing people from limiting beliefs. I am Ken. I'm your friend. This is the Ken Coleman Show. Thrilled to have you with us. 844-747-2577, taking talk radio by storm. There's no fighting going on this show. No long rants about how awful somebody else is. If you hear a rant on this show, it's me taking on fear, doubt, and pride, the critics of you. That's who I'm fighting. And so if you like that, come on, welcome. You have the answers to the age-old question. Why am I here? What am I supposed to do with my life? I promise you do. We're going to look at what you do best, your skills, your strengths, and what you love best. Work that brings you great joy, the results that give you terrific meaning and significance. 844-747-2577. Gabriella's on the line in Jackson, Mississippi. Gabriella, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
That's so cool. Hi, Ken. Thanks for taking my call.
Well, happy to. How can I help today?
Well, I have a rather multifaceted question that has a bit of backstory to it.
Okay.
So I am 22 years old, graduated with a degree in music education last year in May. I've been married for almost 2 years. I have an 8-month-old son. So I worked part-time at a university model school this past year, and I'm pretty certain on what I want to do with my life.
Which is?
I would like to be a founder of a classical school for underprivileged children overseas someday.
Okay. All right.
Insane. But anyway.
Oh, wait a second. Wait. First of all, it's not insane. The idea of starting a classical school overseas is not insane. Now, there's a lot of work to be done, but that's not insane. So we're not allowed to say that on the show. Okay?
Fair enough.
All right, good.
Okay.
So keep going.
Well, my husband and I, it's going to take a while to get there. We had a schooling to go through, a few more things to learn.
Sure.
We're trying to pay off our student loans. And we're 22 and 23, so we're babies.
That's right. You got plenty of time. So what's your question?
I am interested in academic administration.
Okay.
But before I invest the time and money into maybe studying the program for like a master's degree or something, I want to kind of solidify my calling in it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think what you're saying is you want to practice the proximity principle by getting around somebody who's doing that and follow them around or maybe intern or volunteer or audit some things. And you want to see if that, in fact, is what you want to do. It's called confirmation that comes from clarity. And that's what proximity does for folks. Am I right?
I'd like to be my boss's apprentice, yes.
Yeah, great idea. It's a great idea.
I don't know how to ask him, though. I don't know when to ask him.
Oh, I got the answer. I'm going to tell you the how and the when. Okay? Let's start with when first. As soon as you can possibly do it. Because we just don't want to.
I'm a rookie.
It doesn't matter. The longer you wait to ask, the more fear starts to sound like a rational voice and says, I'm a rookie, so I shouldn't ask because I'm a rookie. No, you're not. It doesn't matter. You're a real person who has something to offer. And you know what you're offering? You're offering to do whatever it takes. You're going to be free. You're going to be free help for somebody. That's very attractive. Of course. So now listen. Now that's the win is right away. Don't let fear talk you out of it. How? Here's how you're going to ask. Hey, I want to do what you do. And I want to do what you do for the purpose of eventually starting a classical school overseas for kids that would never get this opportunity, for the whole purpose of maybe changing the trajectory of one kid's life that may change the world. That's a pretty cool vision. Sounds about right, isn't it?
That sounds about right.
Yeah. So you share the vision, and then you say, so I think the best way to do that is to shadow you, to be your apprentice, to come up with a position, whether paid or not. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. Even if it's 1 day a week for 3 hours of one day, you just look at him and say, or her and say, are you open to this? Because I know that I'll learn more in apprenticing for you than I would in any classroom. Now, let me tell you something. That's humble, and it's also hungry. And people of influence, people that are on purpose, that are doing things like this boss of yours or this person. I think you said boss. But the point is that they value people that say things like that. And they go, wow, there's some humility and some hunger, and I feel valuable because you think that I can help you. And they want to help you when you do that. So yes, that's what you need to do. And do it quickly. And do it that way. And good things are going to happen. 844-747-2577. Let's go to Destiny, who's on the line in St. Louis, Missouri. Destiny, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, Ken. How are you?
I'm living the dream, Destiny. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure. I got to tell you, I love your name. It's a very positive, it feels like the perfect caller name for the Ken Coleman Show. I love it.
Yes. I appreciate that.
Sure. How can I help?
Yeah. So I'm calling today actually for my mom. She's re-entering the workforce. She's 44, and she hasn't really held a steady job for about the last 5 or 6 years. And so I'm trying to help her with her resume. And I was just wondering if you could tell me some ways to kind of address those gaps that she has from not working full time in quite a while.
How long are we talking about?
Well, she homeschooled my brother for about 6 years, so up until 2016. So that was kind of her job. It limited her from working during the day, which is why she quit her full-time job. And then for the past 2 to 3 years, it's kind of just been, honestly, some health problems, her not really getting on the horse as well. And so now she's fully ready. So I would say, it's been about 6 to 7 years total since she's held like a full-time job.
That's fine. The resume needs to be constructed of what she's done. Okay. And I am a big believer in just owning it. So if it comes up, and I'm going to address that in a second, but if and when it comes up, the gap, I would just say I was a stay-at-home mom, because that's exactly what she was. And in my world and in my mind, it's hard to find somebody that I admire more than a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
So definitely. I would own that. And I would say, now here's the deal. I don't know if you've seen my resume guide at kencoleman.com. Have you seen that or used it?
Yes, I have, and my husband's actually used it a couple times.
Right. It works. Yes. It works, by the way. We've had thousands upon thousands of people download it, and hundreds of people emailing saying it's worked. Fortune 100 companies are commenting on it. And I don't know if you will recall, but I don't recommend that you put dates on there. I just say put the relevant work on there. I tell you not to even put irrelevant work on the resume, because I know what the resume is. It's a brochure. That's it, period. And when she steps back in, we're going to have her using her web of connections, like I write about in the book, The Proximity Principle. It's in the practices section. And I talk about it here, using those 6 degrees, that Kevin Bacon game. Your mom's going to use relationships and acquaintances to get job interviews anyway. So by the time she gets to the interview, the resume is almost completely worthless.
Sure.
And it is worthless, by the way, without relationships. So here's what I'm saying. When she begins to put all the relevant information on her resume, she doesn't have to say, well, I was in this role from 2002 to 2010, and then I was in this role from 2010 to 2016, and then I was on the backside of the wilderness walking on Mars for the remaining 3 years. Well, that's garbage. No. They don't need to know what years you were there. If it matters to them, they'll ask.
True.
But we're creating questions that aren't necessary.
Right.
Because the reality is, if she's using relationships to get jobs, and you're going to help her, so all of your friends and acquaintances, you're going to be talking to all of them and looking for work for mom and getting her interviews based on who you know that knows somebody. Yeah. So by the time she walks in, it just doesn't matter. So it's a great question. I appreciate the question. And I'm not trying to oversimplify. I'm just trying to take the fear out of this so-called gap, because to me, the gap doesn't matter. Not if she's being recommended for a role by somebody in that organization. So it's like, oh, great. Well, I'm excited. This is going to be great. So that's what she needs to do. That goes for anybody that's got a gap. We're not worried about the gap. We're going to own the gap. We'll tell people why the gap, because it shouldn't matter. Let's just put relevant information on the resume. Coming up, more of your calls. Don't go anywhere. This is the Ken Coleman Show.
I think you know where I stand on timeshares by now. No, they are not investments. No, do not buy one. If you're in the unfortunate position of owning one, call Timeshare Exit Team. They will go to bat for you when the timeshare turns you down. They've exited over 21,000 people. Yes, it will take time. And yes, it will cost you money. But that's better than paying a lifetime of maintenance fees and special assessments for something you can't use. And when you hire Timeshare Exit Team before the end of the month to exit you from your timeshare, they will give you a huge savings for paying by cash, check, or ACH auto draft. No credit cards, people. That's another stupid idea. Call 844-999-EXIT. That's 844-999-EXIT or timeshareexitteam.com. Some exclusions apply. See the site for details.
Everybody wants a great retirement, but not everyone gets to experience it. So how can you guarantee that you'll be one of the lucky ones? Well, the first thing is to get rid of the idea that only lucky people get to retire. Luck has nothing to do with it. Reaching your magic number is tough, and it requires determination and hard work. It also takes connecting with professionals who want to help you achieve your goals. I call these pros your dream team because they want to help you reach your dreams. You can't go on autopilot when it comes to your retirement saving and planning. You need to know what's in your portfolio and when to make adjustments. SmartVestor is an easy, free way to find investing professionals who focus on you. Just go to chrishogan360.com and click on Dream Team to see a list of investing professionals in your area who want to help you. Don't leave your retirement to chance. Connect with the SmartVestor Pro and start building your investing strategy today.
For over 25 years, we've helped people beat debt and take control of their money through Financial Peace University. And guess what? None of that would have been possible without our Financial Peace University coordinators. Financial Peace University is our 9-lesson proven plan to help people dump debt, master the budget, and build wealth. Not only can you help others take control of their money, but it's a great way for you to stay motivated on your journey too. The great thing is you don't have to be a money expert to lead. We'll do all the teaching, and an advisor will walk with you every step of the way. If you've been looking for a way to stay gazelle intense or motivated on your journey to becoming debt-free, this is it. Join over 30,000 coordinators who have helped lead millions of Americans to financial peace. And guys, you can lead a class anywhere, including online. To get started, just text LEADER to 33789. Again, text LEADER to 33789. That's LEADER to 33789. That's 33789.
If you're sick and tired of being stressed out about money and you want to get out of debt and build wealth, you need a budget. A budget is your written plan that tells your money where to go before the month begins. Some of you are new to budgeting and don't know where to start, and some of you have tried to budget in the past but can never seem to stick to it. That's why my team created Every Dollar. Every Dollar is an easy-to-use budgeting website and app that will walk you through creating a monthly budget. And it only takes about 10 minutes. And if you get off track, it tells you. The great thing about Every Dollar is you never have to wonder where your money's going again. From your computer or phone, Every Dollar goes with you everywhere you go. Join the more than 7 million people who are budgeting with Every Dollar. Get started for free. Download Every Dollar on your Apple App Store or Google Play, or visit everydollar.com.
Did you know that 52% of Americans have less than $10,000 saved for retirement? If you're in that majority, retirement may sound like a hopeless situation, but it doesn't have to be. My name is Chris Hogan, and I want to help you carve a path to your dream retirement. We have to stop thinking that retirement begins at some magical age, like 65 or 70. Retirement begins when you have enough money to enjoy the lifestyle you dream about. It's going to take more than a dream, though. You have to get serious about making a plan. I've created an assessment tool that helps you know what you need to do to reach your dream retirement. Get your free assessment at chrishogan360.com. Whether your goal is to live comfortably, travel the world, or have enough money to help grandkids with college, and to be able to give like crazy, you can reach the number you need. It just takes a plan. Go to chrishogan360.com to start making your plan today.
Hey guys, Dave Ramsey here. I know this year has been crazy and a lot of you are super stressed about money. But what if I told you there was a way you never have to worry about money again? Well, there is. When you have the right plan, the right tools, and the right teaching, you can be confident you're always doing the right thing with your money. Ramsey Plus gives you all of that. It's our brand new all-access membership to help you get out of debt, save for emergencies, and give with outrageous generosity. Here's how it works. You'll learn the proven plan with our best-selling content, including Financial Peace University. You'll budget with the Every Dollar app, and finally, take control of your money. Then you'll track your progress with the new Baby Steps app, so you know you're hitting your goals. Decide right now to never worry about money again. Go to DaveRamsey.com and sign up for a free trial of Ramsey Plus today.
We're helping you fight fear and doubt. This is the Ken Coleman Show. Welcome, one and all. If you are listening, you're a part of the human race, which means that you were created to fill a unique role. That means you are needed. Now, that comes with some responsibility, because here's the back part of that sentence. You have to do it. If you're needed, that means you got to be you. If you're not you, somebody out there is not getting what they are supposed to get because you were put on the planet to do it. You see what this is all about? This isn't actually about you. I tell you all the time it's about you, and it's kind of about you, but it's really about others. We're on this planet to give ourselves away. So let's get about the purpose and the process of discovering what is my unique gift. And how am I supposed to give it away? 844-747-2577. We go to Jason, who's on the line in Kansas City. Jason, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Ken, how are you?
I'm living the dream, Jason. How are you?
All right. Not quite that good, but working on it.
All right. We're going to get there.
I'm not sure that I need to bug you with my question, but I wanted to get some professional opinion on it. I'm a pilot.
Okay.
I just started flying for a living last year.
All right.
About 3 months into it, and as a pilot, with per diem and everything, I was making about $55 a year. About 3 months into it, they gave me an opportunity to come to management in the company I was working for, which put me in an office and flying a lot less. Flying experience and job promotion and so forth is a lot like credit. You need credit to get credit. The only way to get credit is to have credit, and we don't approve any of that. But experience is the same thing. You got to have experience in aviation to get the next job in aviation, but you got to have a job to get the experience.
And let me guess.
And I'm kind of at a.
Let me guess. Let me guess a little bit of the story. They offered you the management position, and it was more money, and so you jumped at it because it seemed like the smart thing to do.
Correct.
Oh, how did I know that?
And it looked good on a resume, theoretically.
Yeah, but now you're dying. Your soul is slowly getting sucked through the vent in your office.
Well, yes and no. It was until March when I told them, "Hey, I can't fly at risk anymore. I'm going to go to a regional airline."
Okay.
So I left, went to a regional airline, and after interviewing with a handful and starting with a couple and running into various issues at a couple of those, I've discovered that something just isn't right with me, and either my skill level or my personality or something in the regional airline network. So I'm looking at going back to the guys that I left in March, and I'm kind of in a position where I can probably take a slightly better management job for another probably 15 or 20% pay increase, or go back to flying, which is that I actually enjoy, for back to the $55,000 a year.
Okay,
and
so all right, stop. All right, stop.
Yeah.
We got a lot coming at me, and I know everybody else is listening going, all right. So let me make sure I understand this right. You left the private company where you were in management and the soul was beginning to get sucked into the ventilation, but then you rescued yourself and you went to the regional airline, and for whatever reason, which was convoluted, you don't think that's a good fit, but you're there now, but you got an opportunity to go back to that same company in a different, better management position, more money than you were making last time. How much?
Last time I was making 60. I can probably be doing 70 or 75.
Same guys, and they've told you this is a done deal. If you want to come back, they're going to welcome you with open arms.
We can say close enough, yes.
Well, all right.
There's nothing done until the paperwork is written out. But
okay, all right, okay. But here's the deal: we're back to the same situation. You're going to be making 75. But how many more months before your soul starts to get sucked out again? And you wish you were back.
-3?
Yeah, exactly. Immediately. And you want to be out there flying.
Right.
So can you live?
The other thing, I've got the opportunity to go fly for them again as well.
Well, how much is that going to make you?
About the same. I might be able to hustle them out of another 1,000 or 2 a year, but about the same, 55, 56, something
Is
like
that enough for you to live comfortably on?
I think so. It was then. I mean, I was doing all right with it when I was making it before.
Well, so let me ask you a question. This is really simple. I'm not even sure why you called me, but I think this is why.
All right.
Do you want to make $75,000 in a management position where you barely get to fly and you immediately step in day one and your head feels great because you're making more money, but your heart's going, why in the world are you sitting in this office? Or do you want to get up there and fly knowing that you can make the same amount of money that you've made in the past and be comfortable, and then There's always a possibility as you continue to fly, you start flying private jets and things like that. There's opportunities over on that side to make more money being up in the clouds. So which one do you want?
Well, I want to be flying.
So go do that.
The other factor in is I'm on baby step 2, and that extra pay is kind of calling at me to suck it up and get that stuff done and move on. So
okay, let me ask you a question. The only way I'm cool with that is if you take the management position and you put every extra nickel into paying off the debt, and once that's done, get back to flying.
Okay.
But if you're not flying, Jason, you're going to be miserable. So I'd get about the business of flying. By the way, let me just say this, because this applies to Jason, but a lot of people. You do realize that you can chase the dream and pay off debt at the same time. You realize that you can actually be in that $55,000 a year job and pay debt off and do work you love. Certainly making 75, you can pay off debt faster. I understand that. But this idea that well, I got to take the manager job that pays me $20,000 more to be able to pay off debt, and that's your reasoning. That's a bunch of nuts. Chris Hogan's Everyday Millionaire book did a study of millionaires. The third largest group of millionaires, folks, were teachers. They make somewhere in that $55,000 or less range in a lot of places in America. Something we'll love to do. 844-747-2577 is the number. Let's go to Sophia, who's on the line in Chicago, Illinois. Sophia, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hi, Ken. It's so great to speak with you again. I am so excited to talk to you, and I'm just really calling to say thank you because I called in a couple months ago. I work as a book cover designer, and I was worried if I was on the right path because I have some other talents, and you said, just kind of trust yourself and go for it. So I went for it, and I leaned really hard into my business. I did a bunch of marketing, and I actually doubled my income this month.
What?
And yeah, I doubled it. And
Joe,
I booked
give me
myself
some
out for 6
applause
months.
here. That's unbelievable. We can't go any further. There we go, Joe. I was going to say, you gave me the polite par putt clap, and Sophia doubled her income. So now we got the roar. Sophia, that's incredible. Now, what did you do? What did I tell you to do specifically, and what did you do?
Well, I think you just said to kind of banish doubt, and I just realized how much time I was spending worrying about if this is the right path, and feeling like, oh, I'm not enough. And I was just kind of like, well, what if I just spent that time trying to be enough,
Ooh, whoa, wait a second. That'll preach. Sophia, that's a good word for everybody today. Stop worrying about am I enough and start focusing on being enough. That right there is good. That's amazing. So what were the practical things that you did that made the big change?
Well, actually, before I had even called you, I had already put into this marketing plan where I just was really posting on social media every day and, trying to figure out who my customer is and talking to them with confidence. Yep. And, and then I switched up my business model a little. So I started offering designs that people could buy before they worked with me on a custom project.
Wow.
And that allowed people to kind of get into my business without getting the work, seeing the quality of the work before they had paid. So they felt more comfortable with me.
Brilliant.
And then once they had done that, then they were like, okay. And they saw how amazing working with me was. They're like, all right, where do I sign for a 10-book series,
Wow. I love it. And because you've always loved the design part, it was just all the doubt and fear that was making it feel like, you were experiencing burnout. But it's not burnout, is it? It was buildup, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was just not believing myself, which I know sounds so trite, but it's so huge.
It is.
And it's transformed every part of my life to just it's transformed how I interact with my husband. It's transformed how I interact, with my family. And now I'm just trying to find the balance of because I don't want to eliminate doubt completely or else, you turn into a crazy person. But
I love that. Folks, it's all about belief. It's all about belief. Isn't that true? So, hey, that's why we give you belief. You can just borrow it from us, interest-free. You don't even have to return it. I love that she's walking tall. Don't go anywhere. More of the Ken Coleman Show and your calls about the role you were created to play. That all continues right around the corner.
Hey guys, Dave Ramsey here. I know this year has been crazy and a lot of you are super stressed about money. But what if I told you there was a way you never have to worry about money again? Well, there is. When you have the right plan, the right tools, and the right teaching, you can be confident you're always doing the right thing with your money. Ramsey Plus gives you all of that. It's our brand new all-access membership to help you get out of debt, save for emergencies, and give with outrageous generosity. Here's how it works. You'll learn the proven plan with our best-selling content, including Financial Peace University. You'll budget with the Every Dollar app, and finally, take control of your money. Then you'll track your progress with the new Baby Steps app, so you know you're hitting your goals. Decide right now to never worry about money again. Go to DaveRamsey.com and sign up for a free trial of Ramsey Plus today.
Hey guys, Rachel Cruz here. Confession. Budgeting hasn't always come naturally for me. I'm more of a free spirit, and on top of that, I love to spend money. But I want to tell you about the tool that has changed my life when it comes to budgeting. Over 6 million people are already on Every Dollar and using it every day to take control of their money. It's amazing. And take it from me, it's exactly what you need to make budgeting easy. Budgeting with Every Dollar shows me where all my money is going and allows me to free up space so I can spend it on what I value. It's customizable to you to fit your budget. I love that I can take Every Dollar everywhere I go. You can budget from your computer, iPhone, or Android with Every Dollar. Within the first month, Every Dollar budgeters found that they could cut their monthly expenses by 9%. No matter who you are, I know that Every Dollar will help you take control of your money. Remember, a budget doesn't limit your freedom. A budget gives you freedom.
Everybody wants a great retirement, but not everyone gets to experience it. So how can you guarantee that you'll be one of the lucky ones? Well, the first thing is to get rid of the idea that only lucky people get to retire. Luck has nothing to do with it. Reaching your magic number is tough, and it requires determination and hard work. It also takes connecting with professionals who want to help you achieve your goals. I call these pros your dream team because they want to help you reach your dreams. You can't go on autopilot when it comes to your retirement saving and planning. You need to know what's in your portfolio and when to make adjustments. SmartVestor is an easy, free way to find investing professionals who focus on you. Just go to ChrisHogan360.com and click on Dream Team to see a list of investing professionals in your area who want to help you. Don't leave your retirement to chance. Connect with a SmartVestor Pro and start building your investing strategy today.
Our children's products have been completely redesigned to give your children a fun and practical way to learn about money. Junior's Adventures are 3 amazing products that teach kids 3 to 12 how money works. Junior's Adventure books are all new with colorful illustrations and a shorter word count. Financial Peace Junior offers all the tools you need to teach your kids about money. And the Smart Saver Bank now has clear sections for giving, saving, and spending. Learn more at DaveRamsey.com.
Putting a little purpose in the talk radio. This is the Ken Coleman Show. It's all about you. We believe you were created to fill a unique role. That means you're needed, and you must do it. Simple philosophy and methodology. The methodology part is we look at what you do best and what you love to do most. And we help you figure out how you can use those talents, strengths, and skills. That's what you do best. To do the work that brings you great meaning. The results of the work give you tremendous significance. That is passion. You use what you do best to do what you love to do most. Let's get about helping you get that clarity so that you can confidently step forward and courageously stay on the path. 844-747-2577. Let's go to Tyler, who's on the line in Boston, Massachusetts. Tyler, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Good afternoon, Ken. How you doing?
I'm doing well, sir. How are you?
Oh, we're hanging in there. One step at a time, as my dad used to say.
I like it. It's really hard to step into something bad when you take it that way.
Although it still happens from time to time.
I said it's hard, but I didn't say it was impossible. So what's going on?
All right, we're just looking for some confidence in the decision my wife and I had to make with our employment recently. My job is moving to a work from home situation. I'm a systems auditor. my wife has been job hunting to try to get into a new career. She received a job offer 2 hours north up in Maine. At the same time, I received a job offer to go 7 hours south and go into management for my company. We decided to go with my wife's career because we thought that was the best long-term decision. But we're just having a lot of uncertainty that we didn't make the right decision. And my wife is concerned that we made the decision for her and ignored an opportunity in my career. We just wanted to, what are some ways of thinking around that and maybe get a little peace?
Well, I think we have to go back to the original decision, and we have to weigh it based on the reality of now. So you made the decision at the time, these are your words, that you thought was the best decision for you to stay, not take the management position 7 hours south. She took a job 2 hours north of where you lived, or where you are, or did you move that direction, or did you stay where you are?
We're in the process of heading that direction now. She starts this month.
Oh, so she hasn't even started yet.
She hasn't. No.
So she's got cold feet.
Yeah.
Based on what?
Does. I think
Based
we
on.
both do.
Okay, tell me why. So let's just rewind. You all made the decision together. Were you in agreement, or did one of you just play good spouse and go with the other's strong opinion, or were you at the same conclusion that this job for her was the best thing for you all?
We were in agreement. It took some time for us to work back and forth on that. But I still think she has some reservations that we...
Well, wait. Who is the person that capitulated and compromised over time after all the back and forth?
Probably me.
Yeah, don't say, come on, listen to you. You're such a good guy. You didn't have to... What are you doing, hemming and hawing? I knew it was you because you didn't want to say it. So you didn't think it was the best move at the time, but why did you arrive at the conclusion that it was the best thing eventually? Like you said, okay, this is the best decision. What was the conclusion that you both said, all right, we're all in. This is why it's the right move. Tell me specifically.
In 5 years, she's starting a brand new career and she could triple her income. And in 5 years, I'll only have a small bump and still be a manager.
So if she takes this job, in 5 years, it will yield triple income.
Yeah, she'd start a brand new field at the bottom of the rung, and she's already got a good pay increase.
Okay,
so she's right in the beginning.
So but why is she now questioning whether or not this is the right move? She hadn't even started, and now she's questioning why.
She's been in her current position for 15 years.
And she's going to a whole new career, new position, and she's starting but she's starting out on the bottom.
Yeah.
And she's doubting whether or not she can actually do it.
She's going from the most intelligent person in the room to the most inexperienced.
Yeah. So she said yes because it's triple income. You all said yes because of the dollar potential.
Yeah.
And that made a lot of sense. Now she's had a couple of days or weeks to think about it. She's like, oh no, I hope I can actually do this.
Yeah, so we're just trying to settle. We're just trying to settle a little bit, I think.
Well, wait a second. Does she have what it takes? You're her husband. She's not on the line right now. Just tell me. Do you think she has the ability to pull it off?
She's going to knock it out of the park. Absolutely.
So then this is just doubt because it's change. Change is scary as all get out for people. And what initially led you all to say yes to it was the extra dough.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm just real curious. What was your main point for not being on board initially?
I thought eventually the position on my side in the company would lead to some better things. But I don't think it would. After I gathered some information, I don't think we'd get there.
Okay, then. So right now, what would you rather do? Would you rather bet on her new position that's going to lead to triple the income and you rely on your ability to go find work that you love 2 hours north from where we stand right now? Which one do you want to do?
Well, I want to bet on her because we're going to go crazy. She's going to be awesome.
Well, then why don't you get some flowers on the way home today, or some jewelry, or her favorite perfume, or something, and you show up and say, babe, we're going to dinner tonight. Change the plans. Take her to dinner, or take her to her favorite dessert. I don't care. And look her in the eye and say, babe, this is such the right move. I know you're questioning this, but I'm telling you, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you have what it takes. And I'm on board. That's why I jumped into this thing. I did the research. And that management position for me would not have turned out like we thought it would have. I'm as clear as I could be about that. We dodged a bullet. Not only did we dodge a bullet, we got a massive opportunity. And I can move with you. I want to move with you. And I'm going to crush it in my own lane when we get 2 hours north. I'm ready to go. And I just want you to know we're celebrating you and what it's going to do for us. And I want you to know I'm in your corner. That is what you need to do tonight, Tyler.
Thank you, sir. This is her last day, too, for her job now, so it's going to line up real nice.
Okay, you got some work to do. Do you know what you're picking out for? I gave you some ideas. I got to know.
I've got a restaurant in mind.
Yeah, good.
And I've got a bouquet in mind.
My man.
Yeah.
And you know what else? Get her a card and all that nice stuff that you're going to steal from me because I am a hopeless romantic. I want you to also write a version of it down in a card. And I want you to give your wife a big giant hug. Okay? Not the kind of hug that she thinks you're making a move on her. You follow what I'm saying? I mean the kind of hug that's just, babe, I'm proud of you. You understand what I'm saying? We just won the Super Bowl hug. That's what I'm talking about. All right?
Yeah. I'm with you.
By the way, always trying to stoke the fires of passion in people's career and in the home. You do all that other stuff, and hey, it's going to be fantastic for everybody. You follow what I'm saying, Tyler?
I am.
There it is, folks. I am an equal opportunity passion guy. I can give you passion in any area of your life. Madison is so embarrassed right now. Tyler, I'm going to have to let you go. But my man, that's all she needs. She needs your belief. She needs some of your belief. Give her belief tonight, okay?
I appreciate it, sir. I'm going to do it.
All right, my man. Big fun. Love it. Love it. What are you shaking your head about, Madison? This is true. We aren't that kind of show, but, we're all adults here. This is all appropriate stuff. But, guys, sometimes, like, your wife just needs you. Here's the point I'm making. I didn't want him getting all excited, and playing Mr. Romance, because what his wife needs tonight is not romance. What his wife needs is to look in her man's eyes and see that he is proud of her and that he believes in her and that he is behind her and beside her and before her and for her. That's what I was saying. And I make no apologies for that. So guys, sometimes forget, she just needs the hug like her mom and dad would hug her when they're just proud of her. She needs that. And that's what Tyler needs to do tonight. His wife is just doubting. By the way, the most fulfilling part of marriage is what I just described. When you transfer your belief into your spouse and they see it, and more importantly, they receive it, whoo, that's love. That's unconditional love. By the way, the juice that'll keep a marriage going forever. Our time is almost up, but before I let you go, you matter and you do have what it takes. Thanks for joining the conversation. Until next time, this is the Ken Coleman Show. Press on.
Thanks for listening to the Ken Coleman Show. For more, you can find the show on demand wherever you listen to podcasts and watch the show